I'm using 4 really easy out-of-the-box solutions that any of you could install yourselves, and I'll show you what those are, plus some ideas on how to automate them as well. Let's start off first with some retrofit options if you already have some existing blinds already. This is from Sunsa, and what's cool about this is that it's a smart wand, so it just replaces your existing blinds wand, making it super easy to install. They say it takes about 2 minutes, but you do have to add an extra little piece with 3M tape, and it took me a total of about 10 minutes to install, so I don't know if I'm slow or something. Configuring it was pretty simple. In the app, it walks you through the steps to set the blinds to the closed and open position. You probably noticed that it's slightly thicker than your normal blind wand because it fits 4 AA batteries in here and it can last about a year for power. There's also a few other power options. You can plug it into the wall or you can plug it into a solar panel so it won't run out of battery. A few other cool things about this: it has a temperature sensor built in and Wi-Fi is built into this, so you don't need an extra hub to connect it to the internet. And it also works with your Google and Amazon voice assistants. I automated this with a couple Amazon routines. The first one opens up the blinds at sunrise for a little extra sunlight for the day because it gets so dark in that front room, and I never opened up the blinds before this. And then in the evening, it closes at sunset for some extra privacy. It's still in pre-order on Indiegogo, but it should be available soon, and links to everything will be down in the description. Another retrofit option is Switchbot, and this is great if you have curtains. This is also really easy to install because you just attach it to the curtain rod and this little robot will move your curtains open and close for you. They have different versions for your various types of curtains as well. Configuring this was simple. You just set the open and close position in the app. For power, it has a rechargeable battery that lasts about 8 months. There's also a solar panel accessory you can purchase separately so it won't run out of battery. There's a light sensor on it so you can automate it based on how much light is shining through the window, which is pretty cool. You can also have a button to control it as well. Unlike the previous one, Switchbot only has Bluetooth built in and not Wi-Fi. So if you want to connect it to your voice assistants or smart things, you'll need the Switchbot Hub Mini. Most people will probably use this on a window, but we're actually using it in a doorway because in our theater room, it gets a little bright during the day with the projector. So we're having it close some curtains in the doorway and it's pretty awesome. So now when we're watching a movie during the day, the automation completely darkens the room. The next solutions are for those of you who don't mind replacing your existing blinds or if you're moving into a new house. These are the IKEA motorized rollable shades, and what makes these unique is that they're pretty affordable for off-the-shelf smart shades. Installing them was surprisingly easy, especially for something from IKEA. You just put in a few screws for brackets either inside or outside the window frame. Then you just snap it in. When it came time to configuring it, IKEA didn't want to make it too easy to stay on brand, so they sent 6 different manuals with it. 6. All I wanted to do was set the max length, and it was buried in a tiny paragraph in one of the manuals. So let me save you some time. To set the max length, you just double press the top or bottom button. For power, it uses a rechargeable battery that's supposed to last about 4 to 6 months. You can also get a spare rechargeable battery for about $16. Since they only come in some pre-configured sizes, if you mount it on the inside, there may be some big gaps on the side, or you could mount it on the outside like I did in the other room to block the light a little bit better. It uses Zigbee, so you'll need a hub to connect it to the internet, and I have mine connected directly to SmartThings and it works really well. I'm using a couple of these IKEA shades in my office, and since I'm not in there all the time, I'm using a motion sensor to automate them. So if I'm in the room and it's nice outside so it's not too hot, then the shades will open up during the day. Next is the Lutron Serena shades, which work similar to IKEA, but they're much higher quality with a bigger price tag. Installing these was very similar to IKEA. You mount a couple brackets inside or outside your window frame, but they're custom made to fit your window exactly. So it won't let in as much light on the sides, which makes it perfect for a theater room because it's going to black out the room even more. Configuring the Lutron shades is much easier than IKEA. Since they're custom made to fit your window, they come pre-programmed to extend the right length. When it comes to power, you have two options when you're buying them. You can use disposable batteries, or you can upgrade to plug it into the wall. I chose plugging it into the wall. Even though there's a long cord and it's difficult to hide, I'd rather do that than replace batteries. This is where IKEA, in my opinion, is actually better because they have rechargeable batteries, making it more convenient. I've shown you how loud all the other blinds and shades are, and Lutron is by far the most silent. I wanted to put these in my bedroom so I could automate them to wake me up in the morning. And they're a great fit for this because they're so quiet, so I'm not going to wake up from the sound of the shades, instead from the light shining through the window. I love this automation, and I'm pretty sure my wife does too. It works out of the box with the Pico remotes, which are super convenient. And if you want to connect it to your other smart home devices, you'll need the Lutron Caseta Smart Bridge. But it's the same bridge that works with their smart switches, so you might already have one. These also come in wood blinds if you prefer that. These products are just what I'm using in my house. Of course, there are more advanced solutions out there, and you could probably even save some money doing that as well. But I like these options since they're so easy to install and set up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to see more automation ideas with smart shades and other tech around the house.
Ooh, smart one. Alexa, Wingardium Leviosa. I knew I had magic.